What in the world? Alright, it's not really set up quite yet. Sorry, guys. Gotta take out my fuel rod. Take this. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. What's up? I see someone's on there, huh? I'm just putting together my my stuff here. All right. We're just kind of going to go for a walk today. I mean, we'll be downtown a lot today. But right now I'm in Foster Park. This is a really great, huge park in southern Fort Wayne. So we're just kind of hanging out here a little bit. Oh, there was someone on. There isn't anymore, huh? Someone will join in a minute. They're doing a lot of construction here. I think it's going to be a nice warm day for a walk. In the sun, it's rapidly getting warmer. People playing tennis. Turn it back on me. It's a nice park. It's mostly all a big golf thing. Golf course. Shows how avid of a golfer I am that I call it a golf thing. We're going to try to get 20,000 steps in again today. Looks like no one likes to really go live though on Sundays, huh? Usually by now I have some people joining the chat, but it doesn't seem to be happening today. Hey, there's someone. What's up? It's just a relaxing walk today. Suppose I should have titled it something. I guess I didn't title this video anything, did I? It's just not your normal guy goes live. Right now we're just in a park. They're doing tons of construction though, so it's not even really like a pretty park right now. This is Foster Park in Fort Wayne. I'm just walking to the back of the park and then walking back up toward the front. Because then we're going to go walk and go find some food somewhere. It's funny because it seems like live works really well for me, but going live with OBS seemed to not work really much at all. So I don't know why OBS was like such a terrible experience for me, but it definitely was. So I just got out of church and I was on this area of town, or in this area of town anyway. So I left my car at church and walked down here. Like I said, eventually I'm going to have to grab some food somewhere. What all are you guys up to today? Nobody said anything yet. I do love this park, and at the back they have some really pretty stuff too, but we're not going to go all the way to the back because this thing goes all the way around this golf course here. What's up? There's a few more people. How are y'all doing this Sunday? I'm definitely going to be walking for a very long time. I'm leaving my car on the south side of Fort Wayne and then walking all the way up to downtown and maybe even a little bit of north of town. I'm going to walk all the way back to my car unless I need to grab an Uber, which I might. We'll see. That's not the plan though. Man, you'd think this would be a little bit dangerous. With all this stuff. Oh. Anyone doing anything today? Or do we have any questions or comments, things to talk about? Fort Wayne has a great network of paths. So like right here, you guys can see there's the river. A lot of it runs along the river because it's really connecting all of the parks. It's called the River Greenway. And it connects up like the entire city together in walking paths, although there are a few times it doesn't work too bad. Also, can you guys hear me? I know it's kind of windy, so I do have the windscreen on this mic, but I don't know how well that actually works. So I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can. Where are we today? Oh, okay. We are in Foster Park. kind of in urban Fort Wayne, kind of. You'll see what I mean when we get up to the front. It's actually very far. So the south side of Fort Wayne like stretches really far down, because this was like the only side of Fort Wayne that grew for a long time, because there were rivers that you'd have to pass on the north side of downtown. So everything just grew south, 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 south for a really long time. And then by the time Fort Wayne started growing to the north, it was suburb time. So you have some growth that's very urban and on gridded streets, but not nearly as much as you have on the south side. So it stretches way far down here. But so that being said, we're like not downtown, but we're kind of downtown. We're on gridded streets, and there are lots of little shops and restaurants that we'll be passing on our way north. Unless we take just the, we might take something else. We'll see. We might take the River Greenway, which is the path that I'm on right now. But either way, we got a lot of steps in. Get my summer body going. All of that. We'll also grab some food on the way, because I still haven't eaten. So that'll be the next thing we'll do as soon as I find a place. I obviously haven't eaten since I'm in the park right now, but I'll need to. Actually, I haven't eaten today at all yet, so. Comments are not working very well today. They're not letting me scroll up and down. I'm already tired, guys. And right now, all this construction stuff, it's been like 3 years of construction around this park. But it's because they're making an effort to clean up the river. Our river, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's very muddy. And it's always been very muddy. But they have new spots now where the river goes in and gets filtered. So that hopefully, and it's like all over the city. So hopefully we'll have some really pretty water. And the hope is to have a lot of development that happens along the river. Not just restaurants and apartments and a whole bunch of things like that along the river. Ooh, maybe today we'll go get a drink on the river also. That'd be kind of fun. Might need to do that. So they have a place called the Deck. At night, it's really popular with young people, like really, really full people. But during the day, it's a pretty decent place to go visit. So we might do that. Hey, what's up? Greetings from Buffalo, New York. ST Coasters. Is it Saint Coasters? Are you the saint of coasters? What's up? You're welcome here. Love having people join the chat. Man, it is hot. Oh my word. For the second day of March, this is not a cool day at all. Did not expect it to be this warm. I thought it would be warm enough probably at some point to take off my shirt, but not warm enough to like really be hot. The sun's out, so if I can take off my shirt and get a little bit of sun, I'm never mad about that. But get my white pasty body a little bit of sun. It's always a good thing to do. So right here is my favorite neighborhood in Fort Wayne. And if you go south, or if you go this way down the road, it's like the houses just get busier or bigger and bigger and bigger along the park. And they're beautiful. A couple $1 million homes down there. And they're all older. Like here we have like a 60s mod house, but most of them are like 1940s builds, maybe earlier than that. And they're pretty fun to look at. I used to work for a client, and he and I would come down here and walk all the time. It's a really nice place to walk. All right, guys, what y'all up to today? Let's hear from you in the chat. What's up, Jonah Lynn? Saint Coasters. Okay, cool. Got to get in shape for amusement park walking this year. Absolutely. That's what I'm really trying to do with you guys. Trying to use you as accountability so that you guys are used to my Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday walks, which are going to be regular, always Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Every once in a while, there might be a Saturday or Sunday, but a lot of times on Saturdays or Sundays, I try to be gone. It was really refreshing, though, to go to church today. I'm not going to lie. That was a really good thing, and I heard some great things from our pastor, too, which I really liked. I've been going more to my parents' church because they have kids' activities that my daughter really loves to do. So I haven't been to my church as often recently, so it was really nice to go back. They have kids' activities at the other church too, but yes, definitely recharge the mind and spirit. I agree with that. Going to Cedar Point for the first time in 2 years this May. 5-day trip. Jason, that sounds really fun. I love it when people tell me that they're like booking their first trip to Cedar Point. That's always exciting. Let me know if you have any questions, Jason. I don't really care. If I've answered it before, then ask it again. That's fine. I don't expect you to go through every single video that I've ever made to find answers. I try to repeat answers to questions as much as I can, but yeah. What's so very pretty, Mama of Kenny? Talking about all the houses behind us. I love the houses here. And the park, too. Park's really pretty. Usually it's, I forget what flowers it is. Lilies? Is it lilies there? I don't remember right now, but they bloom really early in the season. So I've watched a few. It's fun to build the excitement. Absolutely, yeah. But if you have any specific questions, please let me know, Jason. Be more than happy to answer them for you. You can leave them in comments here, or even better, in comments on other videos. So I might miss a comment or two here. More than two, maybe. Sometimes it's hard for me not to miss them. But I do try to like go back through comments here and there and stuff like that. So I just don't, they like pop up on the screen for like 10 seconds and then they go off. So if I'm like looking in front of me like I am right now and someone comments, and I don't realize that they've commented until I go back through later. So feel free to leave comments. But yeah, comments on other videos I'll usually be able to find. And if I don't, then comment on another video. Eventually I'll see it. Or you can always send me like a DM on Instagram, things like that. I'll answer questions like that, no problem. This is kind of exactly where the suburbs meets the city. So there's like tons of cars right here. It's like you have still urban, like gridded streets, and then immediately suburbs on the other side of that bridge. So lots of them here. Any thoughts on what the early entry rides will be? I don't know. I've had a couple different theories in my head for a long time, and what I said in my main video about Cedar Point planning for 2024 is that I don't think they'll do Top Thrill Dragster because I think they'll need the first hour. But I don't know. I don't know that. Here's the problem. I don't know that Cedar Point is that smart to be like, oh yeah, we need to test it for the first hour, because I think that's what's going to end up happening. But I think they're going to be too tempted by the prospect of people buying early entry tickets, like meaning like a pass for a gold pass with the all park access on it, or buying the prestige pass so that they can ride Top Thrill with smaller lines. So I think they'll probably include Top Thrill as that line, as that early entry possibility. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of same old, what it used to be. Top Thrill, Millennium Force, and maybe something like Valravn, something like that. Maybe they'll have Steel Vengeance or Maverick on that list. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they'll actually include. So it'll be interesting though to see. Ooh, Wendy's smells good. I'm not planning to stop there. I'm either planning to stop, there's a nice Mexican place, or I might just go all the way down to Electric Works, which is where our food hall is. And I might just go eat at the food hall instead. So I'll have to see what I can find. I think there's a pizza place I've never eaten at, and that sounds kind of good. I can also get some bourbon there too. So that's, I mean, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I think that's where I'll stop. What's up, Austin? How you doing? Yeah, what do you guys think the early park entry rides will be? Or even better, what rides would you like to be the early park entry rides? Let's say you can pick. Last year they had 3 coasters. So let's say you can pick 3 coasters to be an early park entry. Which one would you choose? Or which 3 would you choose? Sound off in the comments. I love this walk. This is one of my favorite walks. Just feels so nice to get downtown, have a nice big walk ahead of you. And I know that by the time I get to Fort Wayne, like to the city itself, then I'm gonna have to walk all the way back. So I usually try to really exhaust myself, and then I have to walk all the way back. I can get an Uber, if I'm like really exhausted or something, but I don't want to. I want to force myself to just keep on walking, because at Cedar Point, I have to walk. There are days when I hit 30 or 35,000 steps because I've just been going all day. And I'm also not smart like some people where they do one trip around the park. I'll do like multiple trips around the park. It also kind of depends on what I'm doing that day, because if I'm just going to see a lot of stuff then, and not so much riding rides, then it's just walk all day, which is great. It always helps me lose a lot of weight, but this year I want to lose weight before I lose weight, so by the end of the season I'll look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. All right, let's see what you guys have said. Which rides do you want to be an early entry? Early entry. I like Magnum since staying at Breakers, then Steel Vengeance, and Raptor would be nice. That's cool, yeah. That makes sense, especially if you're staying at Hotel Breakers. John Land, I have Gold Pass, but no early entry for me. I like to sleep in. It will probably be Gatekeeper, right? Last year it was Gatekeeper, but the year before that, early entry was not Gatekeeper. It was like, I think it was, I'd have to look back in my videos, but I think it was Millennium Force and Raptor was included. Maybe even antique store. Sorry, shiny objects, guys. There's a new antique store here. Ooh, I might need to go visit that sometime. Sorry. I think they included Valraven also in early park entry. 2 years ago, not last year, 2 years ago. Last year they included Gatekeeper, and they included Millennium Force later on in the season, because Wild Mouse was always down. And then Wild Mouse was from day one. They included Wild Mouse. I think they wanted people to want to come visit that. I don't think it worked as well as they thought. But the fact that that was brand new, and they did early park entry with that. The problem is we saw how that didn't work this year, or last year. So I'm hoping they learn from their mistakes and they're like, Samperla, we don't know if it's really going to work that well. So let's give us an hour to work out all the kinks each morning, and then we can start running it with people. Start running Top Thrill 2 with people. But I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're going to do or not. We'll have to find out. All right. I see we've gotten some more people here. Say hi, everyone, in the comments. Watched your video on Cedar Point's Express Hotel. I reserved my room there. Is it really nice and clean? I hope so. Yes, any of the Cedar, well, I shouldn't say Lighthouse Point. I've heard Lighthouse Point has some not so clean stuff about it. I have not been there, so I can't say. But Lighthouse Point, but any of the other Cedar Fair owned properties or Cedar Point owned properties are really good. Express Hotel is fantastic. You're basically staying in the same rooms that you would stay at in, especially the new Breakers Hotel. So Breakers Hotel is, yeah, just don't go to Wolf Inn. Breakers Hotel is much more expensive. But you still have the same kind of rooms. You just don't have access to the beach at Breakers Express like you would at Breakers Hotel. That's really what gives you the extra time. So, what's up, Mel? Or that's really what gives you the extra prestige, I guess, in that. Ooh, this looks nice. Nice townhouse. Double townhouse. These dogs like me or hate me. I'm not sure which one. Taylor's here? What's up, Taylor Sloop? All right, let's see. Valraven, finally a ride I find acceptable enough to replace Demon Drop. Crazy freefall feeling. Millennium Force, of course, and Rougarou are my early entry hopefuls. Yeah, we'll have to see. As far as I know, they haven't said yet. And I imagine if they have said, someone would have told me by now, since I'm speculating. Oh, there's another good place to eat up here, and I forgot about it. Now we're starting to get into downtown. We're pretty close. For those of you who are new to this chat, I am taking a huge walk downtown. Like, massive. And it's already really hot. I've already unbuttoned like 4 buttons. I'm sure more's coming. This is a really fun place to... Oh, no, they closed it. I forgot. They did. They closed it. So never mind. Not a fun place to eat anymore. Used to be Trouble Brewing. Yeah, even this says something new is coming. Coming in 2024. Rune? Looks like it's called Rune. Rune Neighborhood Restaurant. That'll be fun. I'll have to see what that's like. Trouble Brewing was its own brewery. And this entire side had its own brewery in it also. I'm not sure what the temperature is. No, this is not downtown Sandusky. This is downtown Fort Wayne. You may think I live in Sandusky. I do not live in Sandusky. I'm in Sandusky all the time, but I do not live there. If I did, I would have more than one video a day. I would go do a Kyle Palo type taste of Cedar Point every single day of the year, including the off season. By the way, I've had people say, like, why are you releasing old videos of Cedar Point now from 6 months ago? And it's because I want you guys to, like, remember the park a little bit in the off season. So that's why I'm doing it. If you don't like it, I have other new stuff too. I just have strategically placed a few old videos so that you guys can be like, oh yeah, I'm excited to go back. And also so that I can too, because I rewatch them when I release them, just so that I can remember what it's like to be there. Let's see, a whole bunch of people said some stuff. So the temperature here, I think, I mean, it feels like 65. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like. I don't really know what the temperature actually is. Maybe even it makes it worse. The air is very cool, so it's really lending to like being very sweaty. Let's see here. Darn, was hoping for that view across the water. Sorry, no. There will be some views across the water, but it won't be to Cedar Point. We'll have some taller buildings. This is a much bigger city than Sandusky is. Although it's not huge by any means. Early park entry. Bob says Gatekeeper, Valraven, and Steel Vengeance. And Mel says Maverick, Steel Vengeance, and Millennium Force. Either one of those I wouldn't be mad about. If you lived in Sandusky, I think we would end up having too much fun living that close. That is a true statement. It's God's way of tempering me a little bit that I don't live in Sandusky. Taylor, you two together all the time, I'm sure would be trouble. Well, the thing is, Taylor doesn't live in Sandusky either. He would just be likely to come visit me on a random Tuesday, which I guess is what he does anyway. Ooh, I've never even been to Durnell's Food and Spirits since 1950. That's actually so old looking that it's back in style. It's really cool. This is cool also. There's an art studio here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's been built here now. And then the Chateau on Broadway. I saw a show here too. They did some musicals here at one point, but usually it's like an event center for weddings and things like that. But they do different things in it. It was really fun to watch a show in there because it's an old theater. If you can't tell, it's pretty clearly an old theater. But yeah, it was definitely fun to watch. All right, let's see. Anybody else? Like I said, I don't always see your comment. You can give me a comment again. Or if you want me to be sure that I'm going to see your comment, press that super. If you give me a super, then it'll light up and it stays on here. So my local park in Maine is an hour away. Has one wooden coaster and one wild mouse. Definitely get jealous watching all the Cedar Point videos, old or new. Yeah, we are definitely spoiled in having Cedar Point fairly close by. I mean, it takes a couple hours for me to get there. But like when people say like, oh yeah, it takes me 2 hours to get to Disney World. I'm like, so why are you not there like every day? Because I would come visit you and I would go without any problem. 2 hours to Disney? I'd wake up at 4 a.m. to go to Disney. No problem. Everyone has the thing that they wish they lived close to, right? But this year, I'm going to be having Cedar Point an hour away is God's greatest gift. Is it only an hour for you? I thought it was longer than that. Taylor? If I lived in Lake Huron, I'd be there twice a day. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. If I was there, if I lived that close, I would go to Cedar Point and release a new video every single day. It would just be a very quick, I went in and I ate today and this is what was happening. Or, guys, can you guys hear me? Because my phone is doing something weird. Is it cutting in and out? I don't think it is, huh? There's like a headphone thing that keeps jumping up and down. It's constant. Down, up, down, up. You can hear me? Okay. 45 for me. So only 45 minutes for you guys. Mel? But 3 to Kings Island. Yeah, see, that's the nice thing from Fort Wayne. It's pretty much equidistant. We can go to Cedar Point in about 2 hours. And go to Kings Island. And, well, Cedar Point, I think, is actually 2.5 hours. Kings Island is about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So it's pretty similar, one way or another, which I kind of like. Weird. I have no idea what that's all about. All right, here we are, coming into downtown right now. All of these houses are houses I want to live in. I would love to live in this area just south of the Broadway train viaduct or whatever you want to call it. Do you plan to move to... Hey, Terry, it's my Aunt Terry. What's up? Hour and a half from Hershey Park, 5 hours from Cedar Point. Is that my Aunt Terry, though, or is it my cousin? Let's see what you guys said. Okay, no, I do not plan to move to Sandusky someday. Unless it's like, if I continue doing this for a really long time, which I would like to if I can, but if I continue doing this for a really long time and to the point where my daughter moves out of the house, she's not with me anymore. Hey, I am live, you're right. Then I might do it. I might do that, maybe. But the thing is, I'm very much a family person. I want to live close to family. My parents live here. My brother and sister-in-law live here. My niece and nephew live here. My daughter lives here. So, and my daughter is really the most important one because I only get her really part-time anyway. So I get her Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but every other Saturday and Sunday. So I would not leave her. I'd rather drive long distances and be able to see her when I would like to than leave her. So that's kind of the important part to me. Ooh. Sandwiches, shawarma, and subs. Fire grill. There's all kinds of new stuff down here because there's a lot more traffic down here recently. So that ends up bringing a lot more things down here than there used to be restaurants and stuff like that. We're all saying hi, Droko, now. Droko goes live almost every evening, so you guys can go check them out. I do not go live usually on weekends, but every once in a while I will. Usually it's kind of just dependent on the vibes. Like, I'm not gonna go live on Saturdays unless I've filmed everything that I need to film if I'm at a park. But I did go live yesterday for 1 million subscribers, or not 1 million subscribers. I wish. No, actually, I'm really amazed that we have almost 10,000 subscribers right now. But 1 million views recently. We just hit that. We're very close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, and that's kind of my push. I'd like to hit 10,000 subscribers before the park opens, before opening day. Am I doing a put in bait day this season? Yes, I will plan to do a put in bait day. I never know when that day's going to be, but I would definitely like to go this year. There we can see downtown now. It's quite a walk from the south side of town, but it's also very fun. And really good exercise. I need this kind of exercise in my life. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Jason, for subscribing. Probably will get 10,000 sooner than that. You have a lot of momentum. Yeah, I'm hoping so. We'll see. So I was advertising for the channel. So that's part of the reason why I was growing as quickly as I was at the time. I may start up some advertising again, but we'll see what we do. I'm kind of trying to bide my time and spend my resources the right way. So we'll definitely be advertising again at the very beginning of the season. Because that first day at Cedar Point It's always a huge day that a lot of people really want to know about. So we'll try to get that in front of people's eyeballs as much as we can. So really, the end of April, the beginning of May, will be a lot more advertisement. Also, press that like button on here if you haven't yet, because this video, the more people who like it, the more people will see the live stream. Not that everyone needs to see it, but if they want to, they can. This is Electric Works. That's what Electric Works used to look like. And they have plans to do this over there also. So it'll be just like a massive campus full of stuff to do, with some new apartments and hotels. I think over there is planned to be a hotel, shops and restaurants, things like that. Man, there's a big hole in the wall on that building. Wow. This used to be Fort Wayne's biggest employer. We're gonna go see about finding some pizza over here. There's where we're headed. Well, Union Street Market is kind of where we're headed. Union Street Market is basically our farmers market all year round. They have cheese boards in there. They have all kinds of different stuff. But down here we have like a little building. I'm not even sure what that building is for specifically. Oh no, they're building that. Sorry. They're building that along with some more like apartments, I think, or townhouses, kind of as a buffer to the residential area. The garage is already there. And then you have this building, 33. That's what we just were looking at, building 33. We have the Forum, which is in the middle, and then a whole bunch of other spaces too. So it's a pretty fun place to come and visit. In here, there's just all kinds of different stuff that you can buy. Little cheese, like I said, cheese boards and charcuterie and stuff like that that you can get too. We're gonna turn it on me. Oh, it's a popular place on a Sunday. Oh, they do have, yeah, Johnny Ox Pizzeria. That's where we're gonna go today because I've never gone here before. I'm hungry, guys. taking a while. I'm not sure that I want to just stand there. Well, maybe we'll go back. I want to pick up something quick, but they're like, it feels like it's taking a long time. Yeah, no, that's going to take too long. I'm done with that one. We're going to come over to Bayamba instead. Yeah, it is. It's basically a farmer's market. It's pretty fun. It's like a permanent farmer's market, kind of. Bear with. Bear with. Is the Cobb salad a sandwich? No.
It's like a salad.
Oh, it is just a salad. Okay.
But our tuna salad, or we get tuna is like tuna salad, so I understand your.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe it was like a Cobb salad sandwich. So it's the sandwich company. But yeah, it would be good. I'll do instead. I think there's another one. The forget about it.
Would you like more fries? Sourdough or Italian?
Sourdough.
And then it does come with chips, so you can pick out chips.
Okay.
And
Just do you have just like a water? Can I get that?
what's your phone number for order?
260 479 9343.
And your name?
Trent.
Trent?
Yeah.
We'll send you a text when that's ready.
All right.
It's going to be $16.95. There's your water. You can pick those chips out.
Great. Thank you. All right. Sorry, guys. I know that was extremely boring. Everyone's like leaving in droves. They're like, oh, he's just going to be ordering food. Sea salt and vinegar potato chips. Yes, always nice to walk on a beautiful day. Yeah, and it is a beautiful day. It's like probably like 65 degrees and just feels great. Hey, how you doing? Good. All right. Who else said something? The cold needs to kick rocks. R&R coasters, you're okay. Who in the comments has been to Pudding Bay? I'm so hungry. Oh, really? Temperature's gonna drop again? I don't know if it's supposed to do that to this here also or not. First choice of food venue at Cedar Point. For me, it's a Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill. Almost every time. Yeah, I would rather eat at Farmhouse than probably any other place. Although they've kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit. The only thing that would change would be the pavilion. If and when they had like it was like a piece of fish that was really good. I would do that. Does anyone else like the Grand Pavilion? I'm gonna go get a cocktail too. Hey, good. How are you doing? Can I get the Burnin' Love, please? I also need to watch for my sandwich. No, I said I also need to watch for my sandwich, I guess. We tried Farmhouse, but they had just opened and it wasn't very good. Ooh, I really liked it when it first opened, so you may just not like Farmhouse then. Which is fine also. Hello, I have arrived. What's up, Coaster Cat? I'm waiting on a cocktail and a sandwich. Eating lunch yourself? Yep. Me too. Love this background too. Thank you. Go. Oh wait, did I not leave a tip? I have cash instead. I leave a cash. There it is. Thank you very much. Did
It
it?
was 9. So we're
Oh, really?
good.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
I'll leave a little bit anyway.
You got a podcast?
Yeah, just live stream. That's all. So people are on it and they're just kind of talking to me a little bit, and then
nice.
I'm just using them for accountability to walk around. So. All right. They called my sandwich. You called Trent, right? Yep. Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Yep, I'm still in Fort Wayne. This is the this is Electric Works. Ooh, hey, yeah. Name your favorite places, guys. Your top 5. Food quality goes downhill toward the end of the season. I agree. Top 5 food places: Farmhouse, Pavilion, Back BQ, Crystal Rock Cafe, and Hugo's. You like yourself some barbecue, huh? I love Back BQ. Farmhouse, Pavilion, Panda, Hugo's. Trent, did you hear about the huge fight that happened at Six Flags Park under Goliath? And it moved out in the parking lot where people were shooting at the police, and it was nothing but kids. No. Oh, is that the reason why I just saw that's so good. Oh my word, that's so good. That drink is so good.
Is it good?
So good. It's layered. It has like a whole bunch of different flavors. So it's like, oh, it's good. It's really good. It's really, really good.
Yeah. So it's Fireball with In the Red mead, which is a dark cherry mead,
Okay.
and then our crisp cider.
Okay. I wasn't sure about the in the red mead. I was kind of concerned, but
Yeah.
so good. So good. I loved it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Drink. No, so Theme Park Predictions and More just reposted something where they said there needs to be a chaperone policy for anyone coming into the park. And I didn't understand the context behind it, so I didn't respond at all to it. But I wonder if that's the reason why. What happened with it? I'm clearly behind on my theme park news. Yeah. Well, I mean, the beginning of this year. Well, this last year, Kings Island had something happen also. Kids were like running around yelling like shooter or things like that. Like, it was bad. I was on a ride during when it happened, but so I didn't actually see it or hear it, but I was told about it by other friends. Top 5: Farmhouse Backbeat, Grand Pavilion, Chickies and Pete's, and Hugo's. I'm going to Cedar Point for the first time this summer. Do you have any real quick tips for me? Oh. If you can go on a weekday, choose a weekday. Even a Friday is better than a Saturday. Have an emergency plan. I want to read that again. We might be taking a screenshot of that. That's an idea video for Trent. Have an emergency plan and tips for where to meet and where to get help. Hey. That's why. I was on the power button, guys. That's why I was doing that. Okay, so you're already going on Tuesday and Wednesday in the first week of June. Okay, yeah, so y'all have lower weights on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Don't walk in and immediately go to the first thing that your eye sees. By that point, I'll have had several videos out too, so you'll see some stuff if you watch the channel. Where you can see like what the best ride is to go to first, or what I often gravitate to anyway. A lot of times for me, I think opposite of what anyone else is. I don't go. I don't always start all the way at the back though, Mel. A lot of times I will start kind of in the middle of the park because usually people think either start at the very front or they think let's go to the back of the park where all the big rides are. But a lot of times you can just start and stop in the middle of the park where, like, if you wanted to go to Millennium or if you wanted to go to, if it doesn't have early park entry, early ride entry is a little bit different, but yeah. Yeah, I like to start with either Millennium if it's really early, or start with Magnum because I can get those rides knocked out. Now this year though, chances are things are going to be different because Top Thrill is going to be open, so tons of people are going to be rushing to Top Thrill first, and that might throw things off. You might have like massive lines at Magnum and really short lines at Millennium this year. It just kind of depends on how the crowds work. So that's why I said, like, if you watch the videos when they come out, you'll see kind of what I gravitate to, and that should help you a little bit with like where to actually start, what the best strategy is, stuff like that. It's not sub sandwich, no. This is from Bayamba Sandwich Company. And it's just a piece of sourdough bread with all the fixins inside of it. See, it's like turkey and I think it's turkey and bacon and cheese and lettuce and tomato. It's delicious. You can never go bad with Bayamba. Not a sponsored post, but I do know the person who owns it, and she's really sweet. I met her actually on my first video here, so I came here and just filmed a video around the area when it was brand new, like in its first week. I think that was last year at around this time. And I met her, but she was working at Charlie Horse at the time. Now, the girl who was working there now owns Bayamba Company. But she's also like, she does missionary work. She's really sweet. She's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool.
She helps women who are pregnant and would have difficulty having the baby to have the baby in other countries. There's a whole thing to it. You can check it out. And if you look at up Not Your Normal Guy Electric Works, it'll probably come up.
Wow.
So what would be your dream order to ride rides this year, guys? What are you guys hoping to do? GT2 Night Ride.
Holy crap. We had a week ago, wasn't
It would be cool to see the park for that whole.
it? Really cool for me.
Boneville for an hour, Gatekeeper, and then back to Boneville. So are you just gonna ride the train for a full hour? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am absolutely no. I did not get that problem fixed yesterday. I have no idea what was happening.
Why? It was start November.
Still don't know. That's awesome, Jimmy.
Are you going outside
I am absolutely. I wonder too. My guess is that it's going to be $30 to $40 for a single fast or for a single-use fast lane for Top Thrill 2. And I think that would be smart of Cedar Point to do that too. Oh, I'm real mad about Snake River Expedition closing. I'm salty. I'm real salty. I just filmed a video yesterday blasting Cedar Point apart for it, so it'll be fun to release that one.
You couldn't even make a snowball. I told my wife I said aloud, I told my wife I said, 40 years from now, we'll be in Florida.
Now, there might be reasons for it, but I'm still mad about it. Yeah, I'd probably get one opening day. Yeah, I hate how they closed it after 3 years. Such a relaxing, engaging experience. Not to mention, 3 years. You spent all that money. They touted how much money these new vehicles cost and how they were creating this new experience on the river, all that kind of stuff. And then it's open for 3 years, and then they kind of drained all the oxygen from it and then got rid of it. Made me so mad. I'll be there Thursday through Tuesday, mid-May. Thinking Fastlane Plus for Saturday and Sunday. So, one thing, was it Coaster Cat who said single use? Yeah, I'd probably get one opening day. I'm assuming you're talking about single use Fastlane, right? Yeah, if you're getting single use Fastlane, that's actually what I'm really excited about for Prestige Pass, because I'll get a free one each time. So I could go to Cedar Point. They have a free pass for me that I can get each day that I come into the park. And then I can go ride Top Thrill 2 on those days. So that's always really fun. Watch on my Instagram though, because I think I'm going to start taking my fast lane, especially when I have my daughter, going to get my fast lane, but I can't use it with my daughter. So I will go hide a fast lane somewhere in the park for someone to go get. So if you go check out my Instagram, you can see that I'll have put my fast lane somewhere. I'll take a picture of where I put it, and then you guys can go try to find it if you want to, and then send me a pic back, something like that if you want to.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm surprised.
to show me that you got it.
It's really nice.
Coaster Cat, you are completely right. I'm gonna freeze for just a second. My mom texted me. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably
Someone else said something here.
this side. Oh, it's like
Kills my hope for an actual dark ride too. Yeah. Yeah, Griffin, they shouldn't have closed it. I don't think at all. And it also shows me that Cedar Point is just like it erodes my faith that Cedar Point can make any decisions because they very clearly were adding so many family things all at one time at the beginning of the 2021 season. They just added parades, they added a whole bunch of stuff, and they've taken literally all of it away. So why would we care if they do anything at all? Because they're just going to get rid of it immediately. It's not like it's going to have a lasting effect. Why are you spending that kind of money and then saying that you need to make more money when you're just wasting the funds that you've already spent? Just erodes consumer confidence, I think.
pretty close to
I barely got a chance. I didn't love it, but if it got to grow, it could have been great. Yeah, I think it needed to have more of a chance. But also last year, they took all the oxygen out of it by creating this like ride through. Like, why did you make it something that wasn't on a track? If you knew you were gonna have to get rid of your live action people from it, like just if you wanted it to be a like Jungle Cruise experience, then make it something where your captain can actually turn around and talk to you because it's on a track. They were like, they would talk about like, look, we're real captains and all that kind of stuff. But sure, you're real captains, but you're not entertaining because you're real captains. It just doesn't make sense. And Jimmy, I'm making an open letter to Cedar Fair because that really is a Cedar Fair issue, not a Cedar Point issue, where I'm going to talk about the fact that they're getting rid of all these family things, especially the entertainment, because that's where your real memories are made. That's where you set yourself apart from just every other amusement park. And it seems like every single year they cut another attraction. Like this year, they're not doing even the Frontier Festival. So eventually, Cedar Point will lose the ability to be anything special at all if Cedar Fair continues to do this. And it's not just Cedar Fair, it's Kings Island, and it's Carowinds, and all of those. Like, we all need to have some sort of live entertainment that they can do.
I do get this building, and I can work. 1,600. They done a lot of major
Well, the thing is, R&R Coasting, they didn't really have workers left anymore. Also, like Coaster Cat said, they have fewer people working at Cedar Point now because they've now said we're no longer going to pay you $20 like they did post-pandemic. Instead, they're going to pay them $15 again, which means we're going to have fewer people. These are all things I just highlighted in my rant against Cedar Point. So it's I do one every year, but it's the Will Cedar Point suck this year. So yeah. Hey, go for it. Check out Instagram and then come join me on Instagram. So I'll give away those free passes each time, and you guys come hang out with me on Insta.
Red eye is bad, but this I keep 2,200. And it's just right below.
Hi, how are you?
Ghoster Coasters, your shirt's on, not on brand. I'm indoor, buddy. Shirt will be off soon. There was a dark ride somewhere before, I'm not sure. And if they want to save money, they can use buildings that are already back in that area, yeah. Yeah.
Would you like the 12 or 16?
Yeah, the museum could easily be a dark ride. Any guessing paddle wheel will go to a random Six Flags park.
Oh, you did.
Maybe one they can use year round. The sandwich has turkey, cheese, tomato, lettuce, and what else? Turkey, cheese, tomato, lettuce. Yeah, that's it. Yep. It's on sourdough bread. It's really good. What's up, Mom? Survival? How you doing?
That's those eyes different. Really? Because they probably, you don't get as much.
Mom, survival. The economy is really, really bad. I think they are expecting a lot of people to not be able to afford the park this year. If they have to cut things, it makes sense for entertainment to go first.
So that adds up. So, I mean, if he hasn't ordered anything, he's probably about where he's going to be. But I think if you do switch it, you might want to check it out. Might get doesn't be not going to work.
Do you think, though, if we take out the one old restaurant for storage and Snake River building, do you think Tony would have enough room for a log flume? That is true. Tony does keep saying he wants a log flume, right? I have a theory. I think they're going to get rid of the existing log flume and build something better over that same space. Maybe something that's even like a coaster but also functions as a log flume. That would be pretty cool. Honestly, I'd be really into that.
Listen up about myself. It's out there for the point. And then they sent me to do that. Not second. And then after that, they can probably do it.
Hey, Mom Survival, you deserve a nap. Have a great day, okay? See you later. Snake River Falls, is that considered a log flume? Well, I mean, it would be like a log flume. I would consider it a log flume. But I think they could do something a lot better than what they have. And so if they got rid of that, they could also use up some of the space over the Forbidden Frontier, which I think would be pretty cool too. Even if they opened that up to people again in the future, it could be kind of fun if a little bit of water splashes over the edges from time to time and gets you a little bit wet. That could be part of the fun of Forbidden Frontier. So I'd be into that on multiple levels. Snake River Falls is more like a shoot the chutes water ride attraction, I believe. Yeah, a coaster log flume would be amazing. Snake River Expedition, I do think probably there's a good chance that they are building a road over the river to actually utilize that middle island. They may not be telling us the whole story. Now, I'm still mad and going to be salty about them getting rid of the ride, especially since they're not saying it's just temporarily closed, we'll be reopening it, anything like that. If they reopen it and they build a bridge over the other side, I'll be like really happy about that. But like, you got to explain that to people then. If that's what you're doing, you can't just be like, oh, by the way, we're closing your daughter's favorite attraction, you know. Just, you know, communicate with people. But Cedar Point does not like to communicate. They like to keep a lot of suspense and mystery about every single thing that they're doing. So I don't really love that about them, especially when they're doing something controversial, especially when they're doing something that demolishes something that they've had for 3 years. You know, like 3 years is not a long run. If you gave it some time, if you gave it even 5 or 10 years, at least then it would feel like, okay, it lived its purpose for a little bit. But 3 years is like you completely changed your course and then got rid of it. So do we think Blood on the Bayou will relocate back to its old location? Or do we think it will disappear from the CP Hunt? Oh no, I think it'll still be there. I think probably it'll still be the Blood on the Bayou pandemic version. I think that's what it's going to end up being. The one where, like, this year it was Into the Fog. That's what it was. And it was like about how the fog was going to like kill you and stuff. I think that's what it'll be. Definitely. So see, when I think of log flumes, I think of like anything with like a fall into water, like any of them. Doesn't really matter what it is. I think of Jurassic Park, River Adventure. I think of the log flume at Cedar Point too. I do think a log flume, given only 2 people, I don't know, sometimes they can be pretty finicky and slow to load because you're only loading 2 people at a time. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that would be a thing that Cedar Point could feasibly do or not. Although it doesn't seem to have stopped them, considering Kings Island's little, what's that, witch's wheel that they have? I forget what it's called. It is definitely not prepared for what Cedar, or for what Kings Island actually needs. I love Screamworks on Frontier Trail came back though. It was nice, family could get around the park. What do you mean Screamworks on Frontier Trail came back? What's that mean? I remember, like, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Coaster Cap. Soul Spin, that's right. Yeah, Soul Spin I do not think was worthwhile at all. So when they had Hunt on the Trail, yes. It had great character interaction. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I do think because they've moved Blood on the Bayou to the other side also, it was just impossible for them to continue doing it all the way over there also. Doing all those character interactions there because it would bottleneck. It bottlenecked so bad that last year. So I think they just realized that the bottleneck was a bad idea and they couldn't allow that really to keep happening again. So I think that was the real issue. So I think they got rid of most of it. But what do you think needs fixed in Slaughterhouse? I like Slaughterhouse. What do you want to change in there? I'm always for an update. Excuse me. Okay, I'm about to leave, guys. Got another drink left. We'll do a little free advertisement here too. Kikianga Craft Company. That's it. Not a sponsored post, but I'll still advertise just a little bit since I'm eating their food. So they have a version called Final Cut on Scarowinds, and it's more of a darker, drastic themes. I would love to go to Scarowinds. That is a huge dream for me. Maybe this year I'll go. The sliders and the band were both amazing in that section. So you're talking about the sliders. I actually would have preferred them have fewer sliders and a few more actors in either some of the houses or in the other, like in the clown band area. I would have preferred to have seen that last year. All right, who's ready to go?
Yes.
Keep on the walk. Nope. There we go. yesterday I watched a video called um, Drunk Little Shop of Horrors. And it was so much fun. It was people like in a very unstructured situation singing the songs from Little Shop of Horrors. And it was one of my favorite things. I'd love to do something like that. Because it was like they didn't really know the show, they just had the words in front of them. And they just sang to the best of their ability. And everyone was in there in like a bar area just watching them and yelling and clapping, and it was very fun. Oh, I wanted to take you guys to the forum too. I forgot. So if we go down here, yeah, like bad karaoke, yeah. So the forum is down here. If we look at this, it says the forum on it. Bring the one girl slider to CP, the one double loop. I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to be so fit for CP this summer. I hope so. I just had a drink and a sandwich, so I'm kind of go for a walk and stay the same. If you don't leave the walk at the same weight that you came into the walk, then you did it wrong, right? So we're headed into the forum right now. I'm going to show you guys where the forum is. I think it's connected to basically like a little mall. I'm a little bit confused by like all of these. There's stores all over here, or spaces for stores. But I haven't really seen them open yet, other than Prayer Works over here. They have Prayer Works, and I've been into that. That's a cool place. And then I guess I have Chapman's now. Is this Chapman's? This is new. I want to go see it. Yeah, that's a brewing company in other places. I wonder if it's not open yet. So, but yeah, like all of these are it's basically like a little strip mall. You can just have a place to eat inside here, do it best. Or have stores wherever you want them. So yeah, Chapman's is now open. Not on Sunday or Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're not open yet. And you can't see inside, but they do have people in there though, it looks like. Brewery tours, Saturday, 12:30 to 1:30. So maybe they're starting to open them. Maybe people are just being kind of slow about actually renting the space. I don't know. So far, it's been a pretty popular place, though. But the forum is like a big area that kind of connects it all, and also connects the parking lot, too. So right here, like it looks like they're doing something in there, but I don't know if they are. But these are all like stores, and then they also have companies that rent out the space on the other side too. So you just have a ton of space. Also, this furniture is goals for me. I want furniture just like this in my next house. I love the very 90s vibe of it all. It makes me so happy. It's so cool. But yeah, like these are all little places where you can stop, and little stores. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, they haven't really done anything with it, which is what's surprising to me. But anyway, we're gonna move around. But yeah, they have Steel Dynamics here. That's another place that's coming in now. And then a couple of other businesses and even like shared workspaces. Steel Dynamics is a huge Fort Wayne employer. So there's lots of stuff up there and down there. Anyway. I'm not sure what all you guys are saying. Droko's back. Hey, hello, Droko. What's up?
Sorry.
You're good. We're gonna walk straight into my favorite neighborhood before we go downtown. Or maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just go downtown. See, now this area right here, it's very much a different environment, but it reminds me of Chicago. And Chicago has a cheesecake factory in like a bottom area like this. So I want Cheesecake Factory down here. That's my goal for this area. But yeah, I love all the windows. I love all this. Wishing we were at Cedar Point. Droko, I told Trent, as soon as I get better, I'll do a video on the buttons. Just another lazy Sunday for us. Compressed air launch coaster. Which one? Max Force. What's Max Force? Where's that? So I actually had someone, Droko, you saying that. I actually had someone today comment on one of my videos and they were like, are you a Thuzy? Because what you're saying and the way you edit makes me think you're not a Thuzy. And first of all, I'm like, well, how does my editing make you think I'm not a Thuzy? But yes, you're right on the vibes. I'm not really a Thuzy. I don't know every coaster. I haven't ridden every coaster and I don't keep a log of every coaster. I just like roller coasters as a part of the experience of being at a theme park or an amusement park, things like that. So, but yeah, I thought it was funny though, because I was like, well, yeah, I guess, I mean, you're right. I'm not really a Thuzy, but I'm not sure why my editing style would tell you that. So, all right. There we go. Cool. And right here is the old General Electric campus. This is exactly what this all used to look like before they updated it into what it is now. And the goal is to do the same thing on both sides of the campus. So you'll end up with this being the same way. But it looks like they're still building a few things over here also, which is a little bit surprising to me. But like all of this should all be places to shop or places to eat or places to, you know, whatever you're going to be doing. But it's kind of surprising to me that nothing has actually happened. So it's kind of a weird thing. I love how people go by and they're like, hi. Makes me laugh. Look, dude, you guys aren't even gonna see this. You have no idea who I am. Why are you yelling hi? Is it a power move? Is that what it is? It's 66 in Fort Wayne. That's what it feels like. Yes. It feels amazing. I'm just happy to get away from the cold temperatures. Apparently, I just saw on the map earlier, they're going to be doing something over here also. Some sort of like big apartment building. And then they'll be doing like condos on the other side too. On the other side of that parking garage. Which is really exciting for me. I love that. And it also kind of acts as a buffer for all those houses on the other side too. Do we know when the first big event weekend is on Put-in-Bay? I don't know. You guys tell me. You're at home, you can look it up. I can't do anything here. Is there a big event coming soon? Because I'm not going to lie, I would go as soon as I possibly can. Why not? Even if it's a cold weekend, who cares? Let's go have some fun at Put-in-Bay if we can. Unless it's over the weekend that Kings Island / Six Flags Great America, is that it? Open up? Six Flags Chicago. I hate it that it's Six Flags over. Six Flags Chicago. Six Flags, I don't know, New York, whatever it is. I hate that with Six Flags because I just think of all of them as Six Flags. Usually like a solid brand is really good. But I think in Six Flags' case, it's really worked to its disadvantage because you just think of them all as just Six Flags. Like, Cedar Point is Cedar Point. It's owned by Cedar Fair. So there's a little piece of a brand in that, but it's not, the brand is not, oh yeah, we're going to Cedar Fair. Where if I go to a Six Flags park, I'm just going to say I'm going to Six Flags. I'm not going to say I'm going to Over Georgia. I'm not, I don't know. Does that make sense to anybody else or just to me? I hate it. It feels very counterproductive. Talking Bash on the Bay, they do need a better name. Is there a Bash on the Bay? Is that what's first? Should we all meet up for Bash on the Bay? All 15 of us. I love this little street. These houses are so beautiful. I love this black one with the yellow door. There's an eclipse event. Oh yeah. I didn't think about the eclipse. I'm sure there would be people out there, wouldn't there, for the eclipse? But I won't be there anyway until later on in the day for the eclipse. I love this house too. This thing is a massive monstrosity of a house. I think it's a whole bunch of apartments, but I've never been able to find like listings for the apartments anywhere. But I also never see anyone moving in or out of the house. And at one point it was for sale. So I'm very confused, but if I could live there, I would live there in a heartbeat. Just in one of the apartments. I would do that without, I mean, it's probably like $1,500 a month. I probably wouldn't spend that, but If there was a decent price to it, I would do it very quickly. We are now just about into downtown Fort Wayne. I'm already exhausted, but I'm not even close to done with this walk. And that's such a good thing. I mean, I haven't even taken off my shirt yet. This video's just started and it's been 2 hours so far. 122 minutes. This is very much a normal, like when I'm at home all weekend, this is a normal day for me, a normal one. I love these houses also. These were all just like really ratty houses until this was all done. And as soon as this happened, these like cleaned up their act real fast. And now they're just really cool houses. This one's an apartment. I should look at that apartment. Maybe I'd want to live there. Man, that house is so pretty. I love them all. Just recently even, somebody bought this lot. I have no idea what they're gonna do. How do you make a house in that little of space? But someone's gonna do it. And I'm excited to see it. That sandwich was so much. I have no idea how many steps so far. No idea. I can make an Instagram post at the end of this and we'll see it. But the idea is to have a lot. Just saw my second shirtless guy, so I can take off my shirt now, right? That's cool, right? I won't look weird, right? I always care about whether I look weird, right? Nah. Do it. It's time for another button. Maybe two. There. Do it. There we go. field has never been open lately. The average steps at Cedar Point is 22,000. Yep. Need to make my goal about 25,000 a day. Cedar Point usually hits around 22,000. Bash on the Bay is also insane. I think Kid Rock played this last year. Well, then that makes it even more fun. Let's go someplace insane. Problem is, I don't know if I'll have my daughter or not. I remember last year going to the park to ride two rides, get some food, and just walk around. I have done that before. I've also done just relaxing around the park. And this year, I'm thinking I'd really like to do a full day of full relaxation. Not like we're relaxing for part of the day. Like all day long, that's all we do. We just relax. Spend time walking around. We sleep on the beach. We sleep in the Prestige lot or Prestige tent. We sit on the benches and people watch. I really think it'd be fun to do a full day just like that. Man, I feel like I could get sunburnt today, which is another reason to take my shirt off. I need some sun. My neck is starting to really hurt from the sun. I've been walking the wrong way. I need it on my chest, not on my neck. We have a beach tent. Yeah, sleep on the beach. We can sleep in your beach tent, Droko. Can anybody tell me what time it is? Because I haven't looked at all. You are white. I am white. Oh yeah, I burn easily. I'm very Irish. $3:00, okay. Looks like a nice day in Fort Wayne today. I remember a funny moment last year as we went into the stone shop back in Frontier Trail, and there was a group of guys, and one said, "We're at the coaster capital of the world, and we're looking at rocks." Hey, that's part of the experience. You can look at rocks at the coaster capital of the world. You can see shows at the coaster capital of the world. You can eat food at the coaster capital of the world. Wait, is it actually 2 o'clock, not 3 o'clock? Here. Man, I've been going for a while, huh? It's a good thing. It's definitely 3:02. Yes, it is. I may have to call my mommy to come get me. Oh my word, I'm so tired. Mommy, come pick me up from downtown, please. I'm too tired. Now, this is what I like to do with myself. I like to walk when I have a full day. I've done this in the summer multiple times. Just spend all day walking. Get myself as much time. It's 2 o'clock in East Central Time. Or, I mean, in, what's the word I'm looking for? Central Time. Central Time. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. Someone in that retirement home was listening to some great music. So this is a retirement house right here. I looked at living in it. They were like listening to like punk music. I was like, wow, you're listening to the music of my people. What are you doing at 75 years old listening to that? Maybe they have their grandkid over. Maybe it's cheesy, but I don't care. I think this thing is kind of cool. Pillars of Hope and Justice. Dr. Martin Luther King. Delivered a speech in Fort Wayne. Oh, I didn't realize that. Few people still left on here, huh? I was like, what happened? He better not get hit. Well, guys, I have a charger battery pack here, but I don't know how long it's going to last for, so I probably will end the stream fairly soon, but we'll kind of get on the path first and go around a little bit. Yes, I'm back. Sorry, guys. All of a sudden I looked down and I was like, it's a blank screen. Oh no. So all my rig is put away and you have bad sound quality now, but I'm back. I mean, I haven't even taken off my shirt yet, so it's not a real stream unless I've done that, right? Just don't get hit. I'll try not to. Sound quality is fine. I think this new iPhone has pretty good sound quality. I still like it when I can use my microphone though. Sounds better that way. So this is my very normal thing for me to do. You know what? We'll go down here. We'll be fine. And it's hot enough. It's time to at least open up my shirt. Yes. Let my body breathe. Although there's still no air, no sun on it, which I don't love. But the only way to get sun on me right now is on my shoulders. So, see ya. Talk to you later. R&R coasting. Have a great day. I hope my shirtlessness didn't drive you guys away. Love this view of downtown from here. That's pretty cool. And there keeps on just getting more and more buildings in front of it too. Just part of the fun of it. Looks like everyone's out at the park right now. Headed to Promenade Park. And then from Promenade Park, we're gonna get on the trail and go north. I'm gonna keep getting off for just a second, guys, to check where my battery power is. All right. I'm at 1%, but I'm charging, so that's all that matters. Let's try to turn it down. Yeah, this is a popular place today. Good, I'm glad it's popular. I like seeing lots of people downtown. Anybody want to talk about anything else? Let's see what you guys have said. Nope, nothing new. It's a nice little walk through the park though, isn't it? Are you guys joining me on this walk? Or are you guys sitting at home? No judgment for either one. But of course you can join me for my walks. If you guys want to walk while we get your 5G on. We're gonna have to get off the beaten path here pretty soon for someplace entirely different, unfortunately. Man, it is so hot. I'm sweating like crazy, guys. See you, Griffin. Geometry dash. I don't know how I'm going to take it off on this side. Now down at 2% battery. We're on the path though, so I'm gonna keep going. How many years? Oh, I think lots of years, like 50 years for Gemini. I think Gemini will be one of those sacred coasters because it's the start. It's the actual official start of the coaster wars. My word, that meal did not sit well with my stomach. There's so many people up here, it's crazy. It's the kids area though. This kids area, I actually love this because there's an area here for adults to sit underneath the bridge in the shade. Oops. Well, what in the world? There we go. I would do a video about the coaster wars. The problem with the coaster wars is it's a little bit objective. It's kind of like, subjective. It's kind of like anything that you interpret, anything you have to analyze. Like you're analyzing it through your own bent. And analyzing anything through your own bent, it's going to kind of change the way that you view it a little bit. But so it really couldn't be like a straight up objective kind of a thing. But I would definitely make a video about that. That'd be fun. It's basically the time between Cedar Point creating its first, not just Cedar Point, but it really does kind of center around Cedar Point overall. But the Coaster Wars was a time when they were basically like racing for the sky. So Cedar Point built Gemini, which technically was delayed. So it was not actually the tallest coaster built at the time, but they touted it as the tallest coaster in the U.S. And then they built Magnum about, let's see, a decade later, a little bit over a decade later. They built Magnum. That was the first 200-foot coaster. And then people were constantly trying to get taller and taller. And then Cedar Point built Millennium Force in 2000. And people tried to kind of beat that. The next year they built Wicked Twister, which didn't really beat out any coaster records, but it was still a big ride that was popular. Wasn't that one also Intamin? I think that one was also Intamin. And then they built one last coaster, which was Top Thrill Dragster. And that was not 300 feet, but 400 feet. And so it kind of wiped out the competition altogether for continuous circuit coasters. Because not every coaster that has gone high has been continuous circuit. So that's kind of a distinction that you have to make. Right here, this looks interesting. This house, they have like a huge tree house. That is so cool on the back. It looks a little bit scary, like it's not very well supported, but yeah, I bet you could see all of downtown from there. That's really cool that they built that. Someone knew what they were doing when they built that. And then they're building more of a hard edge on the river here. So this is one more thing that they're building. We kind of get down to the end of here and then I can't even see. Can you guys see me? Okay, yeah. I can't see what you guys are writing at all. Sorry. We'll have to wait for some reprieve from the sun. So I have it turned way down so it can also charge right now. So I still have to walk all the way home too. I'm hoping I can have some battery power left when I do that. Or call an Uber. That's the other option. Maybe I should do that. Supposed to be unseasonably warm this week. Hey, I'll take it. If I can get some additional steps. I know yesterday was the warmest it's ever been in Fort Wayne. Oh no, second warmest it's ever been in Fort Wayne. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of into it. All right, we're headed down here, and I think we're gonna end the live stream fairly soon here now, even though I have a very, very, very long walk still to do. So this hard edge on the river, I think they're hoping that this is gonna spawn a whole bunch of additional private investment in the city too. So I really think it will. I think they'll build this on make it pretty nice, maybe have something associated in it. And then I think all of this will take off. So this has been an empty property for years. 76 in Bloomington tomorrow. Well, I will be walking again tomorrow. If it's 76 in Fort Wayne, I'm sure I'll be shirtless. Come join me tomorrow at 4:30 for another big walk. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I do big walks. And I'm trying to get as many steps in as I possibly can to prepare for the summer season. And really, I just want to make my body sore. Like, that's really the big thing. Just get myself sore, get myself feeling so that I'm good for the summertime, because it's going to take a lot of exercise there. We should come out there on Tuesday. Hey, out where? You coming to Fort Wayne? Or are you talking about Bloomington? Because that would be fun too. Drew and Yoko, if you guys want to come to Fort Wayne any day of the week, come do it. I'll take you guys to, even if I have my daughter, I'll take you guys to Sweetwater. She loves Sweetwater, so I don't have any problem with that. There's the skyline. There's the Martin Luther King Memorial Bridge. We're going to get down to the skate park and then we'll end our live stream from there. Sometimes the skateboarders like to ironically catcall me if I have my shirt off, so I hope they don't do that. But that's okay. Even if they do, who cares? It's not like it hurts anything. Ghoster Coasters didn't get to see me with my shirt off. Poor guy. We'll wait here. Actually, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go underneath. Actually, I think this might be a great place to do it, to end the stream. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I've still got a nice long walk back. So I'll let you know at the end of this walk on Instagram how many steps we actually took. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And press that subscribe button if you haven't. If you're still left at this point, you've already done it. But have a great day and see you later. Let's go.